And this bright, sunny, wonderful day, we were very lucky to get a phone call saying, we have some extra time to do a gig on our way back up. And we said, yes, even though it was President's Day weekend. So I'm really pleased to welcome Ezekiel's Wheel. And they are a klezmer band from Boston. They're going to talk about themselves during the show. So I'm not going to go into who each person is. They're going to do that themselves. Afterwards, there are refreshments in the gallery, which is this space over here to your right. And there will also be a chance to talk to the musicians, buy CDs. They have a book. They have music, things like that. So you can talk to them and get your questions answered. I will make an announcement, and that is there was a water main break. We had no control over it, but it means there's no water coming into our building right now. I will keep checking during the concert to see if the water comes back on and let you know, but it means that the washrooms are kind of at your own risk. There is Purell type stuff to sanitize your hands afterwards at the check-in desk. So if you need to use the washrooms, have at it. But if they start to get disgusting, let me know, and I'll move you to another one, because we do have more in the building. So I'll tell people where there's another one. So that's enough announcements. Welcome again, and welcome to Ezekiel's Wheel.
Hi everyone, it's so good to see you.
Spreis ich mir gehe tritt. Noch ein Viertel zum Jahri. Mit Keister kling ich mir. Und ein Liedl sing ich mir. Yai-da-dai, yada-dai-dai, yada-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai, yada-dai-dai, yada-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-da-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai. Zu der Stadt ist weit noch sehr weit. Steht der Kretsch mir bei der Seit. Brennt sie öffnet, ist die Tier. Kretsch mir, gib a Gläsel mir. Yai-da-dai, yada-dai-dai, yada-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai, yada-dai-dai, yada-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Noch ein Gläsel, noch eins, noch ein Glas. Gießt mir an der Ballerboss. Was mir steht und wenn ja riet. Als kein Viertel darf ich nicht. Yai-da-dai, yada-dai-dai, yada-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai, yada-dai-dai, yada-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. hab ich nicht gekauft. Und das Geld schon lang versäuft. Und was soll es spring ich mir. Und a little sing ich mir. Ja, da, ja, da, ja, da, ja, da, ja, da, ja, da, one more time.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a joy to see you here. Oh, my goodness. We haven't been in northern New Jersey since last night, and it's so nice to be here with you. We haven't performed in northern New Jersey, though, in a really long time. And I don't know about you all, but these last couple of years have been a little bit weird for us. And, well, it's really nice to be back here. It's just very nice to be back here. We are Ezekiel's Wheels Klezmer Band. We're from Boston, Massachusetts, but this is kind of a home away from home for us because, of course, our bass player, Kirsten, grew up in Randolph. And you can clap for that. That's worth clapping for. And do you need me to speak more loudly? I'm going to speak more loudly for the folks in back and just say it one more time. 3 cheers for Kirsten from Randolph. And so that first piece that we played for you, this is a classic Yiddish song. And over the course of the next hour or so, we're going to be playing some Yiddish songs for you, some instrumental klezmer music, some old tunes from deep in the repertoire, and some new tunes that we've written especially for this group. If at any point you need me to speak more loudly, just go like this. We'll talk more loudly. And if you have questions, feel free to come chat with us afterwards. We're very friendly, and we have a table set up over there where we've got CDs, music books, and one very special tour book that will go to the person who purchases it. And and we're happy to talk with you afterwards. But first, music for you. So the next piece that we're going to play is a wonderful, wonderful staple of the Yiddish repertoire. It's all about looking for love, not finding it, using fishing as a metaphor for looking for love, not finding fish either, but having a really fantastic musical journey along your way. And it was written by Elisa Greenblatt, the famous Yiddish-American poet, labor activist, and mother-in-law, and Woody Guthrie's mother-in-law. That joke works some places. I don't know. I have to speak even more loudly. So this song was written by Elisa Greenblatt, the famous Yiddish-American poet, labor activist, and all-around interesting person. And it's called Fischer Lied, and it's on our newest album, The Thread, or Die Photum. We hope you like it.
I'm just trying to find Mary. Okay, we'll find out later. Der Fischer auf den Jaum, fort a Reus beginen. Es auf der Fischer minastam, Fischer loch gefinnen. Tralalalala, Fischer loch gefinnen. Tralalalala, Fischer loch gefinnen. Munler chwag still vor dich, der Jaum is aber triebter, sie ist der Jaum so wie ich, euch hätt a verliebter, tralalalala, euch hätt a verliebter. Geh ich mir beim Bregodo und zu mein Chodem spielen. Öfter will ich irgendwo mein Liebsten noch gefühlen. Tralalalalala, mein Liebsten noch gefühlen. Tralalalalala, mein Liebsten noch gefühlen. Kommt der Fischer treuerig, hat kein Fisch gefangen. Und ich bin moire scheure dich, ach, allem ist vergangen. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, 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 ach, allem ist vergangen.
Thank you. You all are so good at clapping at the right moments. I think we've been on tour since Wednesday, and we've played, I think this is our 8th show, and no one has been as good at clapping as you all.
Very good.
So great job. Do we want to do like a mic check or something at all? Or can you guys hear Kirsten singing?
Okay, great.
Kind of. I think that we did a sound check before, and I think that having all the people in here, everything got lower. Yeah, so
Is Mary?
if Mary's back there.
Oh,
You
there.
do, great.
Perfect.
I think that they were also wanting a little more of Kirsten too. Yeah, so we can really hear.
Check. Yeah, I'm in the tenor. Yeah, apparently. Today I am the tenor.
That's a tenor. I wouldn't give you 2 5s.
Thank you to Ben.
Perfect. So talk to him if you have any more input on the sound. Don't talk to us. Talk to him. Well, it's probably fine. We'll find out in a couple songs.
Well, the next one is an instrumental anyway, so all of that. Don't worry, we'll have more of Kirsten's beautiful voice in a moment. Just show of hands, how many people have heard klezmer music live before today? Okay, so most of you. Okay, that's great. Yeah, we're so happy to bring it to you here. We love playing traditional klezmer music, but we also love writing in our own style this type of music. So this next piece is by Nat, and it's a wonderful kind of concert suite that goes through many different characters and forms, so I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. That was a tune by Nat Seelan on the clarinet. So for this next one, we're going to go back to a Yiddish song, and the first two Yiddish songs that I sang for you are both very old classics, but this one's actually a modern Yiddish song, kind of like Abigail was talking about how we like to write klezmer tunes in the style of older songs. This was not written by us, but it's a song that was written by someone who's currently still alive. And it also has a nice, fun yai-da-dai chorus, and I can tell that we're all great singers and clappers here, so please feel to join in on this one. And it is all about the very important topic of food. And so it's all about setting this beautiful table, this beautiful feast, and wondering who's going to come for dinner.
Das bissele Borscht mit Kreuz, das Stickele Hering mit Bräut, das Terrerettig mit Salz, das Teppele Kasche mit Schmalz. Das Tellele Lochs mit Joich, und Siemes das bissele Joich, dem dosigen Katzenmenü, Basher uns Gott in you. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 ya da dai ya da dai ya da dai 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 dai.
That'll be your part.
Basher und Zucker zu Tee und Latkis mit den Nähe und zu die schöne Fisch. Basher unser Gast zum Tisch. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 ya da dai ya da dai ya da dai 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 again. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 ya da dai ya da dai ya da dai 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 dai.
One more time.
Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai da dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 ya da dai ya da dai ya da dai 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 dai. Yai da dai ya 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 da Das Terele losch mit euch, das Siemes, das Bissele euch, dem Dosik im Kürzen Menü, Basher uns Gott in you. Ja, da, 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 da. Ja, da, 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 da. Dem Dosik im Kürzen Menü, Basher uns Gott in you.
Thank you.
That's Abigail Reisman on the violin. Woo!
Thank you. And I realized I forgot that I promised Kirsten's mom, Chris, that I would mention before I played that tune, that the middle tune is one that I wrote, and I know there might be some Baroque musicians here, so I wrote that klezmer tune after practicing I think it was a Bach fugue, and it starts with those three notes, but I can't remember what comes after that. No, it doesn't. Anyways, I haven't played it for a while, but it's very much based on Bach and going forward with that. And it actually does make sense to look at Baroque music and even as far back as Renaissance music for inspiration for klezmer music, because the beginnings of how it sounds now was developing alongside Bach and in Baroque times. And then the Jews moved over to Eastern Europe, were forced to move to Eastern Europe to the Pale of Settlement, and then they were really coalescing this style around Romanian music and even some Turkish music and Greek music, so that's where we get the sound of what we have today. And now that I'm just in my mode of explaining things, we thought that we would give you a little dance demo of what the dances look like for some of these tunes, because this music, a lot of what we play is for very specific types of dances, and specifically these dances would have been danced in the shtetl. I'm getting a pointing to something. Oh, great, yeah. I mean, if people want to get up and dance the dance that I'm doing, you're more than welcome. Anyway, so the first dance that I'm going to demonstrate, is something that you can all do in your seats, and I cannot do with a violin in my hand, so I forgot about that. So the first dance is a chosidol, which is actually the middle tune of the set that we just did. It's a slower yum bum 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 kind of feel to it. Yeah, and it has this groundedness where you're kind of bouncing your knees, and then this upward motion. Has anybody done a dance to chosidol before? Raise your hand if you've danced to chosidol before. Okay, cool. So we've got a couple in the house. Awesome. So it's more of an improvisatory dance, you do it usually as a solo, or if you want a partner, you can do that as well, but it's not one of the big circle dances where you're holding hands. It's more of an expressive sort of dance. So you guys are already ready. So you can stay seated or you can get up and dance, but what we're gonna do is just do what I'm doing, but if you don't like what I'm doing, do something else. But it's just gonna give you an idea. Hey, stay, All right, so the next one I'm going to demonstrate is, we call it a hora, but it's a slow hora because it comes from Romanian music, and in Romanian, hora just means dance. So it's not the hora that you might be familiar with if you've danced at Jewish weddings in a big circle. This one is actually slower and has an uneven feel to it. I'll just show you. It looks like this. Raise your hand if you've danced that one. Okay, the same folks. Nice. It's also called a jacques. So a slow horror or a jacques, and it's so fun to dance with a big group of people. And then the last one that I'm going to demonstrate is a Bulgar. That was the last tune that we just played, if you remember, in the set that I was playing. That was a Bulgar. So it's a little faster, and it became very popular when the klezmorim and Jews were immigrating to the United States, because it fit really well with jazz music and pop music of the time. And also Greek music. It was in New York, everything was blending, and the Bulgar was what rose as the dance of the young folks, like the cool hip thing. So. So if you want to try this type of dancing, the best places to do that are at klezmer and Yiddish festivals. Ooh, I got like a echo. Yeah, what's happening? Oh, it went away. Okay, great. So the one that's the closest to you all is Yiddish New York. And that was, is that where you guys did this? At Yiddish New York? Okay, good. And yeah, so Yiddish New York was actually, it's over Christmas time, and it's in New York City. And then Klez Canada is in the summer. It's in Canada in, obviously, in August. And is that it? Is that all we have in this area? I mean, there's Weimar in Germany. There's one in London. So those are the places to go to get these types of dances.
Or right here, right now.
Or here right now. But, you know, just like in a big community that's dancing it. So, anyways, what are we doing now?
We're doing Bulgars.
Oh, we're going to do a Bulgar. So if you want to get up and dance, feel free. It's a right, lift your right, or whatever you want.
Yeah, there's plenty of space.
Thank you so much to our dancers. That was awesome. And to our dance leader. Wow, we got like a dance leader here and a sound engineer that we didn't know. This is like the room of requirement in Harry Potter.
So for this next piece, we're going to take us back to the classic Yiddish song repertoire, and we're going to play a love song, because it is, after all, still Valentine's Day week, kind of. I don't know, after Havdalah maybe it isn't, but we'll work with it. This is a song all about comparing someone whom you love to the joys of nature, to the moon, to the stars. It's called Shein Vi de Levona, and if you know the words, sing along. But don't sing along to all of them because we added some. So, don't try to catch those as we go. And we're going to feature Kirsten Lamb once again on the vocals.
Schön wie die Levone, lichtig wie die Stern von Himmel am Atune, bist du mir zugeschickt. Mein Glück hab ich gewinnen, wenn ich hab dich gefunden. Du scheinst wie 1000 Sinnen, hast du mein Herz beglückt. Deine zähndelach, weiße Perlach, mit deine schönen Augen, deine Händelach, deine Herrlach, hast mächtige Zeugen, schön wie die Levone, lichtig wie die Sterne von Himmel am Atune, bist du mir zugeschickt. Schön wie der Frühmorgen, Kischef wie der Abend, der Sonnengold ist verborgen, wenn du bist nicht bei mir. Dein Schein hat mich gehäuben, wenn ich habe dich getroffen. Ob du wirst in mir glauben, wird das Leben sein als Schier. Deine zähndelach, weiße Perlach, mit deinen schönen Augen, deine Händelach, deine Herrlach, hast mächtige Zeugen, schön wie die Levone, lichtig wie der Stern von Himmel am Atune, bist du mir zugeschickt.
Thank you. So this next tune that we're going to do is an old Yiddish labor song. There's a long tradition of Yiddish in the labor movement in New York City. And this is a song all about a tailor who is sewing and sewing and sewing and working all day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. until the union comes in and there's a strike, and suddenly he doesn't have to work from 8 to 8, but he still is only getting a coin with a hole in it. So, it's kind of a small step situation. But this one, you'll hear two words a lot in this song. You'll hear Schneider, which is a tailor, and Nate, which is to sew. And the chorus comes back over and over and over, so it's kind of like you'll feel like that you'll hear the tailor sewing and sewing and sewing and sewing. And the chorus goes, Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. So it basically translates to, that's how the tailor sews. And you'll hear it over and over, so we hope that you join in once you get it. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Näht und näht a ganze Woch, verdient a Gilde mit a Loch. Näht und näht a ganze Woch, verdient a Gilde mit a Loch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. A Schneider näht und näht und näht und hat gelach es nicht kein Bräut. A Schneider näht und näht und näht und hat gelach es nicht kein Bräut. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Vor ein Jahr nicht heim gedacht, haben mir gehört wird von 8 bis 8. Vor ein Jahr nicht heim gedacht, haben mir gehört wird von 8 bis 8. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Aber die Struktie hat gemacht, wir arbeiten schon mehr, nicht von 8 bis 8. Aber die Struktie hat gemacht, wir arbeiten schon mehr, nicht von 8 bis 8. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate a Schneider, Ot azoi Nate doch. Ot azoi Nate Schneider und so ein Neder doch. Dai, 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 dai. Dai, 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 dai. Ai, dai, ai, dai, 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 dai. Dai, 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 dai. Dai, 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 dai.
We have two more for you. Right? Yeah. So we're going to do an instrumental now.
Thank you all so much for being here. I'd like to introduce the band. This is Abigail Reisman on the violin. Behind me is Nat Seelan on clarinet. My name is Pete Finelli on trombone. And this is Randolph's own Kirsten Lamb on bass and vocals. We are Ezekiel's Wheels klezmer band, and we're from Boston. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you. This actually concludes a few-day tour. We kind of did a quick loop. It seems like it was a whirlwind. So, we're back where we started. We're going back to Boston this afternoon. So this has been a lovely way to end the weekend. So thank you for kind of putting a exclamation point on the end of our tour. Thank you. So we've saved the best for last, and I believe Kirsten is going to introduce our favorite tune to play.
Yeah, so we're going to do one more Yiddish tune for you, and this is all about a wedding that has gone awry. And so we start off, we have everyone's going to this wedding in sleighs, so it's winter wedding in Russia probably. And so we've got the bride's family in one sleigh, the groom's family in another sleigh, the klezmer band has their own sleigh, everyone's going to the party sleigh. Everyone's going to this wedding, and everyone's singing and super happy, except for the bride, who is silent. Until a nobleman on horseback rides through the wedding party, the bride lights up, hops off of her sleigh and onto the horse, and rides off into the winter sunset with her nobleman. But unfortunately, this leaves our groom without a bride. So a chassan on a kala, a groom without a bride. We feel like we're happy for the bride to find someone else that she would rather be with than her arranged partner. Although I guess we feel a little sad for the groom, but he's probably better off anyway too. So you'll hear a full range of emotion in this song. And I also want to say a thank you to Temple B'nai Or for having us here today. Yeah, round of applause for them. Yeah, and setting up this sound system and everything. So thanks so much.
Seien wir rausgefahren auf den ersten Schlitten, Allein Mechutenis, der ist der Kalle in der Mitte, Oi, oi, singen alle nur, es schweigt allein der Kalle, oi, 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 singen alle nur, es schweigt allein der Kalle, oi, oi, oi. Seien wir rausgefahren auf den zweiten Schlitten, Alle Mechutonem lacht, der Chossen in der Mitte, Oi, oi, singen alle nur, es schweigt allein der Kalle, oi, 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 singen alle nur, es schweigt allein der Kalle, oi, oi, oi. Seien wir rausgefahren auf den dritten Schlitten, Kalle ist doch außen satt, die klezmer in der Mitte. Oi, oi, spielen alle nur, schweigt allein der Kalle, oi, 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 spielen alle nur, schweigt allein der Kalle, oi, oi, oi. Wie wir sind nach Reis gefahren, flieht vorbei ein Reiter, Hat der Kalle aufgeflammt, wie ein Feuer
Fahrer seid wie Fahrer seid Oi, oi, schweigen alle, nur es singt allein der Kalle, oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi, schweigen alle, nur es singt allein der Kalle, oi. Oi, oi. Schlittelach, ihr Schlittelach, ihr Match zurück schön vorn. Ihr Match zurück schön vorn. Großen Leben, oi, großen Leben, als weh zu deine Jorden. Oi, 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 get alle sehr groß in einer Kalle, oi, 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 get alle sehr groß in einer Kalle, oi, oi, oi.
Thank you all so much. It's been a joy to be here with you today. Well, thank you. So if you'd like to stay and chat with us afterwards, we're going to be at the table over there. We've got CDs, we have music books, and we've got lots of smiles for you. Thank you so much, Beneor. You've been a joy.
Thank you.
So thank you, Ezekiel's Wheel, for coming and joining us. Thank you, all of you, for making this a warm and freilich afternoon. And if you want refreshments, you want to talk to the band, you want to see their CDs, we're going to be, as you walk out the door here, to your right is the gallery. And that's where we'll be. Come join us.